it is bad. It's actually the first step of spreading gossip, rumors, and all of that thing. وَكَثْرَةَ السُّؤَالِ, and too many questions. If you have questions, relevant questions, go ahead and ask. But don't ask too many silly questions. Like, I'll just give you a brief reference of the story which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, the story of the cow of Banu Israel. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam that tell these people to slaughter a cow. And these people, they come to Musa alayhi salam, they said, okay, we understand we have to slaughter a cow, but what kind of cow? So Musa alayhi salam explains this kind of cow. And then they say, okay, what should be the age of that cow? What should be the color of that cow? Where should it come from? And all of this. Silly questions. So this is something that Allah does not like. Kathrat as-su'al. Too many silly questions, baseless questions you should not ask. وَإِضَاعَةَ الْمَالِ, and the last thing that Allah does not like is the waste of your wealth. Don't waste your wealth. If you have wealth, use it in a good way or give it in charity, but don't waste it extravagantly. Number 107, إِنَّ أَحَبَّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى الْحُبُّ فِي اللَّهِ وَالْبُغْضُ فِي اللَّهِ. Indeed, the most beloved of a'mal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to love for the sake of Allah and to hate for the sake of Allah. You love people for the sake of Allah, and if you don't like someone because he's a sinner or something like that, then you also do that for the sake of Allah, not for your own reasons. Number 108, أَلَا إِنَّ الدُّنْيَا مَلْعُونَةٌ وَمَلْعُونٌ مَا فِيهَا إِلَّا ذِكْرُ اللَّهِ وَمَا وَالَاهُ وَعَالِمٌ أَوْ مُتَعَلِّمٌ. Beware, this world is cursed, and everything that is in this world is also cursed, except the dhikr of Allah and whatever is related to the dhikr of Allah, to the remembrance of Allah, and a scholar and a student. So you are the students. We are learning here in this class. So a scholar, a student, and dhikr of Allah, and everything that's related to the dhikr of Allah, all of that is not cursed, but everything else is cursed, because everything else may take you away from Allah. And these are the things that will take you towards Allah. Number 109, إِنَّ مِمَّا يَلْحَقُ الْمُؤْمِنَ مِنْ عَمَلِهِ وَحَسَنَاتِهِ بَعْدَ مَوْتِهِ عِلْمًا عَلَّمَهُ وَنَشَرَهُ وَوَلَدًا صَالِحًا تَرَكَهُ أَوْ مُصْحَفًا وَرَّثَهُ أَوْ مَسْجِدًا بَنَاهُ أَوْ بَيْتًا لِإِبْنِ السَّمِيلِ بَنَاهُ أَوْ نَهْرًا أَجْرَاهُ أَوْ صَدَقَةً أَخْرَجَهَا مِنْ مَالِهِ فِي صِحَّتِهِ وَحَيَاتِهِ تَلْحَقُهُ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَوْتِهِ. Indeed, those things that will be joined to a believer from his a'mal, from his good deeds, and from his hasanat after his death. So there are some things that will come to you even after your death. Normally, when you die, you're done. Nothing will be coming to you anymore. But there are some things, the reward of which will come to you even after your death. Here are those things. عِلْمًا عَلَّمَهُ. If you had some knowledge and you taught to others, like a hadith that you're learning, you teach to other people, the benefit of that will continue for you even after your death. Or if you left behind a good child, a pious child who is a good productive member of the community, doing good things for the people, for the community, then the reward of that will also come to you, and he will make dua for you, and that dua will come to you. Or if you had the copy of Quran, a mushaf, and you gave it to someone so he could read, so he could benefit, the reward of that will also come to you. Or you had a Quran and you put in the masjid, like when we go to Masjid al-Haram or Masjid al-Nabawi, you see people outside, distributing the copies of Quran. You give them 5 riyal, 10 riyal, they'll put a stamp and you put that in the masjid. Then whoever will read from that Quran, you'll get the reward of that even after your death. And next, or if you build a masjid for the sake of Allah, and the reward of that will come to you even after your death. Or if you build a house for travelers, for strangers, for their benefit. Or if you make the arrangement of a river or a canal or the water for the people. Or if you give sadaqah in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while you are alive and while you are healthy, then the reward of that will come to you after your death as well. تلحقه من بعد موته. Number 110, إن الله لا يؤيد هذا الدين بالرجل الفاجر. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support this religion or strengthen this religion even with a sinner person, even with a transgressor person. The context of this hadith is there was a person who was fighting very bravely in the battle of Khaybar in the 7th year Hijrah. But when he died, the Prophet ﷺ said, he's in hellfire. And all the Sahaba, they got worried. They said, Ya Rasulullah, he was fighting in the path of Allah. He was fighting bravely and he killed so many people and all of that. And still he's going to hellfire? The Prophet ﷺ then explained that, yes, because he was not a believer. So sometimes Allah may support the religion even through a bad person. This is the hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said at that time. Number 111, the last one before
Could it be like non-Muslims helping Muslims?
That's fine.
That's
of
helpful,
course,
right?
Of course.
Through media, through
Yeah.
reach-outs.
إِنَّ مِنْ أَشْرَاطِ السَّاعَةِ أَنْ يَتَبَاهَا النَّاسُ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ. It is from the signs of the day of judgment or the final hour that people will start boasting about each other in masajid, about their businesses, about their lives, about their families, about their wealth, about their belongings, possessions, all of that. And they will start doing that in the masajid. You can do it outside, but don't in the masjid, because masjid is for the dhikr of Allah. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. It's time for Salatul Zuhr, inshallah. We'll continue after the lunch break. After Salatul Zuhr, we'll have lunch. And after the lunch, inshallah, we'll continue from page 21. Nobody called it on.
I think Sheikh, those who came late, they should stay late afterwards.
What is it?
Those who came late, they should stay late afterwards.
You're putting me behind you then.
No.
I came first.
He wants to leave
came late.
He wants to leave early.
Late by themselves, what are they going to do?
No, he's volunteering to teach them the stuff that they missed. That's what it is.